Hi Algebra 1, good Monday morning. Today we are moving into our review. So I told you last week I was going to be doing this, so I am. So I have here for us a review of percents. So I gave you this handy dandy little formula, which is percent over 100 equals part over whole, but I also gave you this. Part is percent of whole, where is my equals and of is my multiplication, where these become my variables. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you based off of this how to set it up for these problems, okay? So here I have 17% of 352. Well, I don't have the is or the part, but what I can do is I can actually set this up. So I've got 17% times 352 equals what I'm looking for. I have to put this into decimal format. It still equals what I'm looking for, and then all that's left is multiplication. So it's 0.17 times 352. And that actually gives me that 59.84 is 17% of 352. Okay, so moving down, here we have a problem that looks almost identical to this. Part is percent of whole. So here I've got 4 equals, I don't know the percent, but I know it's times 21. So what I can do here is I can divide both sides by 21. So I end up with 4 divided by 21 equals x. 4 divided by 21 gives me 0.19. And then all I have to do is change that into a percent. So it gives me 19% as my answer. Okay. And then moving down here, again, I've got my part is percent of whole. So the only ones that I don't have the equal part to, if you'll notice, they're just the multiplication parts. So 17% of something isn't going to have an is in it, and it's not going to have the part. It's not going to ask me about that. So I can just multiply that. If that makes it a little easier, if all you see is a percent of a number, just multiply it. Change the percent to a decimal first. Okay, so here I have 16 is 8% of what number? So of was times, and I do not know what number. So I've got 16 equals 0.08 times x. So what I can do here is I can divide 16 by 0.08, and that's actually going to give me my x, which tells me that 16 is 8% of 200. Okay, so to review real quick, it's all going back to this sentence right here. I figure that's a lot easier than trying to teach you guys another formula after we just got off of surface area and volume, and I knew you guys would have forgotten this part because we haven't done this since like probably your semester exam back in December. So just to remind you, it's going to say, if it doesn't say part is, or if it doesn't say any number is, you're just going to multiply. If it has something is, that's how you set it up. That's on the other side of the equal sign. So 4 is what percent of 21? 4 was, so 4 is something times 21. Okay, and all we had to do was find the missing pieces there. This is going to come in handy because later this week we are going to be working on equations again. So we will be solving those based off of similar steps down here. Okay, don't forget this sentence, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.